through fifth. Oh, great. Can you hear me now? I just got word that I couldn't be heard. So I'm going to try that again. Okay, Kelly Cornelius. I am the interventionist at Luna Elementary. And before I was the interventionist at Luna, I've been doing this for 5 years. I taught second grade for 7 years and private school for 3 years before that, first grade. So I currently service students kinder through fifth grade in a small group setting during their iTime block. As far as technology on my campus and what I use, I'm mobile. So I actually go to the kids into their rooms. So I either use iPads or Chromebooks, or sometimes some of the teachers will still have computers in their rooms and we can use those. But for the most part, what I do is hands on and we do technology at least one day a week, but uh, it's a little more limited. Um, so, our webinar today is to discuss and for me to share with you something that I found recently going to one of my I3 trainings, and it is a program called Adobe Spark. And like I said earlier, when no one could hear me, I know everybody's heading out on vacation for their long weekend, so it's not going to be super long. It's not going to be super in depth because this Adobe Spark can do so many things that I can't even scratch the surface in a 25-minute discussion. So, but I'm going to kind of go through two things that I have found useful um, uh, that this program is able to do. Um, so, I'm also going to be accessing it on my Chromebook here, but you can access it on your desktop. You can access it on an iPad. It's very versatile in that regard. So, as teachers, we're always looking for ways to make the things that we have to give our students, everything from curriculum to communication, we're trying to make it, you know, pop. So Adobe Spark is a really cool way to let you create things that really bring new life to kind of the ordinary or the mundane. Anything from a field trip recommendation or field trip, permission to, this is our collage of everything that we've learned about the Civil War. So, I mean, possibilities are endless. So, let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do today actually, let's talk about our ISTE standards. So, ISTE standards are standards that we have for students in regards to technology. We want them to engage and thrive in a connected digital world. So, that they grow up and they're able to mentor and inspire students to amplify learning with technology, challenge to be agents of their own learning. We want our kids to be responsible for their own learning. So this is ISTE standards for students to curate information from digital resources using a variety of tools and methods to create collections or artifacts that demonstrate meaningful connections and conclusions. I'm going to show you today from the teacher perspective how you can use Adobe Spark, but this is also an incredible tool that your kids can use to show what they've learned, research they've been doing, um, uh, to organize themselves for their weekly, stations or works if you're in a Montessori campus, etc. So anyway, so I'm going to take my face off the camera and I'm going to just basically walk you through Adobe Spark. First thing we're going to do is a little permission slip uh, web slideshow that you could add to your class Facebook, you could add to your Seesaw, any kind of things, communication that you use with your parents. So let's just go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to do is we want to go to the page, and it is Adobe Spark. Okay. And I apologize for the slow technology. Okay. Now, I have already set myself up an account, but Adobe Spark is free. Okay. So you're going to have two choices over here. You're going to have login or whenever it pops up, start now for free. Well, when I first did this, I started now for free. It'll ask you some basic information and then you'll set yourself up an account. But for today, I'm going to log in as myself. Let's see if this is gonna. Okay, I'm going to continue with my Google login. Obviously, you can sign up with your email. Wouldn't recommend signing up with your Facebook for education purposes just because that's too much mixing of personal and school. But I used mine through my district email. Okay. So this is kind of an example of the screen that you're going to get, except you are not going to have these things down here. These are projects that I have been working on kind of for today's training and also for other things that I have used it for. So this is your home screen. This is kind of your creator studio where your imagination can go wild. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to come up here to our plus sign. This is going to allow us to create. And it's going to ask us, what do we want to create? Do we want to create a graphic? Do we want to create a web page or do we want to create a video? Those are kind of the basic main things that they'll ask you. And then in those subtexts, you can look for more formats and all of that. So today we're going to do a video. Okay. All right. So I'm going to look down at some of the options that it gives me. So see, like here's one for standing out on social media. Here's one for like if you were doing it for business purposes. These would be different types of formats you could use for a little video. Okay. But since I'm taking my, we're going to take our fourth grade kids, our fake fourth graders to the zoo, and I would like to put that on my seesaw and let the parents know that it's coming. So I'm just going to make a plain slideshow, just popular, regular old basic. Okay. Okay. I'm going to skip this just because I don't know the name that I'm going to give it just yet. Okay. All right. So again, now we've got a story template. So I've picked the basic slideshow or web video function, but now they're even going to give me more options. And these are the types of things that you could get lost in. Like you could go down a rabbit hole, and I mean, they're beautiful and the graphics are incredible. But for our purposes today, just to kind of give us a basic, I'm going to start from scratch. It's taking us a little bit. Okay. So we're going to get rid of this. This is a little tutorial that it gives you kind of to tell you how to get started, but that's kind of my purpose. So I'm going to get rid of that for today. Okay. So I'm at my blank canvas. You may look at this and go, well, this is just like PowerPoint. Well, yes and no. It has a zillion more functions than PowerPoint does. Okay. So again, I want to make something for my seesaw or for my class Facebook or whatever it is to tell my class that we're going on a field trip, where it's going to be, what it's going to cost, and so on. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my plus sign, and then here on my blank canvas, I have four choices between a video, a text, a photo, and an icon. Well, I want to do a photo. I want to give my class kind of a guessing game type of picture. So I'm going to come over here and notice I can either upload my own photo, or I can find free photos, or I can go to Adobe stock photos, connect to my Dropbox. I mean, really, you can, wherever you can get a photo from, you can put it in here. I'm going to, oh, let's go back. That was not what I wanted to click. One second. Our technology is once ready to go on Easter break too. One second. Okay, guys, hold on just a second. Okay, friends, so I'm being told that you can't see my screen. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me get to where I can see it. I thought I was sharing my screen with y'all. Okay, friends, so I'm being told that you can't see my screen. Hold on one second. One second. Everything is so slow today. I'm so sorry. Hold on, friends. This is not working for me. Okay, let's try this again. Sharing my screen. Okay, I think that might have fixed it. Okay, so now let's go back. Okay, all right, so I think we're back. Okay, so um, this is my home screen. Okay, and we said that our plus sign is how we make our first dot, our first item, whether it's a graphic, a web page, a video. I chose a video. I chose the just basic popular, just regular slideshow video. Okay. I'm going to go add, I'll change my mind. I'll name it fourth grade field trip. And then it gives me template options, but I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to start from scratch, keep it simple. Okay. Okay. Not going to click the tutorial today. Okay. So I want to make it kind of like a guessing game for my kiddos of kind of deciding where are we going to go. So I want to add a picture. I want to add a photo first. So I'm going to hit my plus sign and I'm going to choose photo. I get four choices: video, text, photo, and icon. I'm going to choose photo. All right. And then over here to the right, you see that I have choices. I have upload my own photo, find free photos, Adobe stock down here. Um, it gives you the chance to get in your Dropbox. But today I'm going to do my stock, just some Adobe stock photos. And I'm just going to search for zoo. Okay, I like this picture. Okay, so I add it. Now, the cool thing down here is you see the microphone. You can talk, okay? So you can put onto your show, I can record my voice. Okay? And so you allow it to use your microphone. Guess where 4th grade is going? Okay? And so I push play. Guess where 4th grade is going? Okay? So down here, you'll notice your time. You can kind of make your slide a little bit, stay on it longer or shorter or however you choose. Okay. So that's going to be my title page. Okay. And so then I'm going to add a second page and I'm going to do another photo, another zoo photo. Okay. I like this one. Okay. Now I'm ready to add some text. So I'm going to hit my plus sign. And I'm going to type in my text. And I'm going to tell my families when. Make me up some dates here. Add in my details. Whoops. Okay. And then put in any information I want. All right. So I'm done on that. Okay. I'm going to, since this is kind of important information, I'm going to make this slide a little bit longer so that parents have a little bit more time to stay on it. Okay. So use my little slide guy here. Make this about 9 seconds. Okay. I also have the ability to move my text around wherever I want it. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to preview what I've got so far. Push my play down here. Guess where 4th grade is going? Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to add another slide for to make sure that everybody's aware that we need permission slips and background checks. So again, I'm going to look through my Adobe stock photos. I'm going to look for permission. Okay, use this one. Okay, and I think this time again, I'll do my voice. Permission slips and money are due by April the 1st. Moms, dads, chaperones, do not forget you must have a district background check to chaperone. Okay. All right. So now the next thing that I want to add to my little presentation here is when my kiddos come back from the zoo, they're going to have a project to do. They're going to have to pick an animal and they're going to have to research it, and they're going to have to do a little report. So I don't want to go into a lot of detail right now, so I'm just going to add another slide and just do text. Be prepared You will return and be responsible for a project on your favorite animal you observe at the zoo. All right. And I'm going to add a little more time to this one again because I feel like it's kind of important. Make that 9, and I need to go back to my permission required and add some time to that. Okay. Oh, deleting a slide, right click, delete, takes it away. Delete it. Okay. All right, so really, I could add some more things to it. I could add my email address at the end. I mean, I really could add anything I want to it, but this has taken me 5 minutes, and I'm ready to post it on my Seesaw or post it on my Class Dojo or whatever communication means that you have for your parents. So let's look at the final product all together. Guess where fourth grade is going? Admission slips and money are due by April the 1st. Moms, dads, chaperones, do not forget you must have a district background check to chaperone. Okay, so there you have it. Under 10 minutes, I let my class know what's going on. And again, I didn't use a lot of the features that you could have added. You could have changed your text colors, you could have changed the music, you could have changed the transitions of the slides. It does have a lot of PowerPoint characteristics, but I mean, look at the difference in the pictures and then look at the difference in the quality that you get. I am going to show you one other thing that I made. Another cool thing that Adobe Spark does is it can make flyers, it can make invitations, it can make add things you can add to your web page. So I made a fictitious luncheon invitation. Here at Luna, we have our community gardens are finished and our chicken coop is finished. And I created a invite of if we were having moms and dads come out to see all of our new practical life, outdoor learning types of environments. And I got a template from Adobe Spark and I literally just typed in the information that I wanted to add. And it's beautiful and perfect and ready to go. It can be shared on social media and it can be printed and handed to, put in Tuesday folders or whatnot. So this was an example of my luncheon, my little flyer that I was going to send home. I just changed my own title. I changed and I could have put a different logo. Like I could have put Luna, our school logo in there if I had it. I changed the dates. I gave my information. And then over here is where I'm ready to share. Okay. I click share. And this also goes for the slideshow that I just did. And here are your options. Okay. So if you want to put it in your Google Classroom, it's right there. If you want to email it to your parents, it's right there. So those are some choices. The other choice you have is you can download it. And you can download it as a PDF so that you can download, print it, and hand it in to be okayed by your principal or whatnot if it's something that's going to go home in parent communication. Download it, and then it comes to your computer, and you have it saved on your computer in your PDFs. And you can do this with anything on Adobe Spark. So the possibilities truly, in my opinion, are limitless. Again, we had a small training on this at one of our uh, I3 talks, meetings, and I mean, I could have played with it for hours. So, are there any major questions? Again, I know that that was just kind of a little overview. Any questions? Trying to get back where I can See y'all. Okay. Um, I don't I don't think that I have any questions. Again, I know that was kind of fast and furious. Um, Main takeaways: it's free. All you need is an account. Set it up through your school account if that's what you want to do, and let your imagination take you wherever. There was a couple of different things that I saw. If you look up educational, one of them was like you could make a bingo game, compound word bingo game. You could make a Jeopardy game, Star Prep Jeopardy. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do with this program, and it's much more user friendly than PowerPoint, in my opinion. So, if there are not any questions, I think that that is it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Easter. Get has a wonderful Easter and drive safe. And it's almost the end of the year. Yay! Have a good one.